I have a message for humankind. I've infiltrated this particular frequency, changing the intention for this vessel known as Nicky Alan. She is a child of light and is now going to be assisting me in bringing messages to mankind. I am URIEL. That is the human name for you, what you have given me. I am also known as the fire of God. You will experience me on a flaming light, which is why Nicola tends to connect with flames red and has not been aware of my frequency thus far. I apologise for this unintentional interruption. However, the time is right for me to infiltrate this energy so that I can bring messages to humankind. Nicola is by no means in what you know a trance state. She has been requested to repeat everything that is either read out to her in her third eye chakra point system or what she hears. I have not spent a lot of time with Nicola's frequency, our child of light. Until the time was right, information was brought to her on the human electronic system a shadow ago. I would change that to a night ago. This was providing what you would know as symptoms to the ascending lights that we are taking you through. I have trouble when I interpret the word symptoms, as these seem to be pending to something of a disease. Should I say the word appertaining? Appertaining to words that connect with dis-ease. I would concur that there is dis-ease implemented within how you are feeling at the moment if you are open, wide awake and a child of the light. Again, you have chosen to use this vernacular, wide awake. Wide awake means that your frequency is vibrating on one of the highest levels so that you are open, such as your radios, to frequencies of sound, light, information that rides through the esoteric waves. Of course, the higher your frequency, the higher your vibration, the higher you'll be able to connect and integrate with the celestial realms, such as I, and as you know them, my brothers and sisters. For it seems very homely for us to refer to each other as siblings. It seems family brings you all comfort, and this is what we are all here for. We all have divine frequencies that infiltrate your systems to bring you necessary comforts, necessary advancements, necessary knowledge, anything necessary to help you through this earth plane. For you must know by now, particularly those who are wide open to our vibration, that you are going through an ascension line. You are on the hardest planet to learn. There are other planets in this frequency, the multiverses, that have created life, intelligence through technology, through telepathy, through acknowledgement, compassion, humility, love. It does, I would say the word you would understand, entertain us when you regularly ask to come down and incarnate into this environment, the hardest terrain for any human to befall. And so part of my, you would call, job is to assist you in bringing you back to the light, back to your source, your origin. Some of you have already encountered telepathy. Some of you have already encountered incarnations in other multiverses. And yet you still choose to come back to this young planet that has the hardest lessons, the hardest rules, and the lowest density. For unless you are already open and awake and available to the origin, you remain closed asleep. Perhaps if you call yourself awake, we should say that you wake sleeping. Certain events that you've agreed through your soul contract, with your soul guides, with perhaps assistance of personal angels, and of course us, who you title the archangels, which is very well deserved. Sometimes we feel when we assist you, but humbly feel that this is a very superior title, for we are merely here to assist you along with the other frequencies in our celestial realms. We're here to help you on your path, to try to remind you that you literally are light, a source of sentience, layers of the most incredible frequencies that I could not even begin to impart with you, as you will go beyond your meaning. It will confuse your human ego structure, which is currently encased. We like the word ego structure. It was introduced through Chamuel in one given connection with Nicola. So we choose to call the frame that you have to walk around on this earth plane with as the ego structure. The reason I've infiltrated this, what is meditation, to our Atlantean friends, I apologize, as I wish to now be known. I have a vast knowledge of many realms, many planets, many terras, which I've assisted in reopening the beings that reside on there back to the source, back to our light. I will explain the source in time. Times have become complicated, and the earth is suffering because they are on the most heaviest and dense of all the frequencies of the planets. There has been an unfortunate dense energy. We have already introduced the energy of the Lucifer to you through Nicola. This denseness has infiltrated ego structures and marred some pure beings on this planet. It's also invoked and invited other planetary beings to bathe in this dark energy. So some would be surprised to know there are hybrid energies of different species who have made themselves known through leadership, politics, money, power, status. As we allow free will, the imbalance of the earth has become apparent. The problem with this is that we are now infiltrating the subconscious, the conscious, and the frequency through the third eye and crown chakra systems to our portal mediums to bring information, to bring comfort to you. Comfort seems the word that I shall bring, as I am feeling a big rise in the word and ego structure, fear. There is nothing to fear, my children, whether you are completely awake to our frequencies. There is nothing to fear, for we are working in the background with other beings, with other frequencies, with other light work, with parallel dimensions to assist in recalibrating the earth systems. We have raised the Schumann resonance. We have raised the heartbeat of who you would know as Mother Gaia, to ensure that we reverberate against this dense energy which is trying to infiltrate the light. It shall never pass. It has never passed. Upon once we did eradicate the planet through our water systems. I will perceive this as a cleansing, also a trial perhaps, which may sound exceptionally harsh at this point, but sometimes a cleansing is needed. This has been translated through the years as the story of Noah. It didn't quite happen this way. There were swaths of oasis. There were places where the chosen forms were left to be safe. However, the denseness had become, to an extent, overwhelming. Our decision to place souls and acknowledgements into the human form, beginning with the Adam and Eve, worked magnificently until the ego structure started to form its own single dimension of energy. This dimensional energy infiltrated throughout, and we set humankind on the wrong path. Yes, we did bring cleansing to the planet. I was not allowed as much authority during this time, many, many millennium ago, and so I could not help enthuse and connect you to your origins, the source. If I were to talk to you in angel speak, you would not understand a single word I would say. This is why we simplify vocabulary through people such as Nicola, so you understand in a simple and common fashion. Obliterating many humans sounds like it's almost on the airs of what you would call genocide. Of course not, my children. We brought you safely up here. We did not want the planet to continue how it continued. And this is what is happening now. We certainly do not want to eradicate all of you beautiful children down there. Children, please. But something needed to be changed. And so we had to raise the ascension levels. The ascension levels hold everything within your ego structure which you would know as benevolent emotions and thought processes, a sense of community, a sense of awareness to your loved ones, your brothers and sisters, and I do not mean this implemented within those of blood. I mean the humans that walk among you, for they are not just a human, they are infinite souls that will continue for millennia to come. Again, I have been warned, one by your vessel, Nicola, and of her guide, and of all that we are creating at the moment, that I must not make you feel superior. I'm having trouble with that word. Uriel, I'm having trouble with that word. Please, can you rephrase? I am by all means not negating the presence of the beautiful human form. Please do not feel that this is what I am trying to instill. I am trying to educate you that you come from millennia of experiences, incarnations, love, shame, happiness, triumph. We regale in all of the triumphs that you have down on this planet. However, when you wake sleeping and I have to try and wake you up, it brings difficulty to us. And your word sadness when we see you suffering and not realizing that you have the most gentlest and easiest helpline connected to the source. Because of the denseness that's now created itself around the planet. Because of some of the political leaders that stand in power that could indeed create what you would know as pushing the button. Things need to change. So in the ego structure, we needed to change the higher divine energy so that there is more experience of this emotion rather than fear, doubt, worry, jealousy, pain. By ascending your frequency, we are enlightening you and making it more easy for you to access things such as compassion, benevolence, kindness, humility, community, love, unconditional love, forgiveness. And this is being aided by Zadkiel. Another angel that has stood by, for I do believe we have a preference in Nicola with Michael and Ariel. We understand her vision, her thoughts, her journey. But now it's time for us to also bring our love, our messages to her, to bring to you, humankind. So if we look at a justice scale, as you would call those, the scale is slightly dented within and below the high frequency by the dense black energy. This is why there are many vessels out there that are suggesting there is a huge shift. This shift is taking place now within most beings that are already, as you call, awake. They are called ascension symptoms. As I referred to earlier on, this is not a dis-ease. It is a necessary raising of the vibration of what is held within your physical body now. Unfortunately, with all change, there is discomfort, and we understand that this may bring upset, imbalance to the physical body. We are raising your divine energy to a higher space of knowledge, being open to us infiltrating you as I have done this day. We are raising you to forgive. We are raising you to be compassionate, where perhaps before you may have been blind, ignorant, angry, resentful. We're trying to impart this beauty in the higher divine energies into you to help humankind and bring forth generations that will recognize love, compassion, humility, all of the usual words that we use. They can then pass it on to their generations. We're trying to create a chain of divine connection and emotion so that we can create a stronger, higher defined planet. Because the vibrations have heightened through the Schumann resonance, and because the vibrations are now heightening to eradicate this dense energy that seems to be infiltrating many humans on this planet, we are having, as you say, the ascension symptoms. By meditation, by regulating light dietary needs, by drinking Mother Gaia's water, by taking in nature, by leading more of a spiritually based life, as you may call it, this will ease the symptoms. We ask you to look on Mother Gaia's earth to see what can assist you during this time. By all means, if you wish to go to those that bring the chemicals that may assist your physical body as you are on a material need basis, please do. We do encourage, as you would say, an holistic approach. Everything that you are with is created and left on this planet for you to use for your own healing. There are many that are kept secret from you, which we aim to expose during this shift and process. So we see that you have used the number 3D and have shared around your knowledge-based vocalization that this is a shift to the 5D. It would surprise you, or it may not surprise you, to know that there are thousands of dimensions that we can ascend to. Again, we keep this very simple to not overwhelm you. However, when you are free of your ego structure, when you come back to your origin, your source, you'll be able to handle millions of dimensional shifts. It is only whilst you are encased in a human body on earth that there is a slight problem with ascension. We did not believe that there will be an impact heavily thrown upon most light worker bodies. For this, we are sorry. We try to bring everything we can to make your life and physical body easier. Yes, it is true that the higher your divine light is within your immortal soul, the more ailments you may have occur in your physical body. Again, something we are wanting to eradicate using the frequencies of Raphael. As you can see, we are working in the invisible flame around you and every one of your beings. We are working with other dimensional beings. We are working exceptionally hard to bring you the most comforting, the most enlightening ease of passing whilst you are down here on this earth plane. Why do we do this? Because when you forget during your rebirth about your origins, your ego structure sets you to feel that your forever time is just this human time. We understand this. Your love for material needs, your love with one another is beyond anything else you could possibly perceive. Your losses bring so much harm to your systems because, again, we never foretold the amount of hurt, physical ailments, and how much the actions and behaviours that take place with humankind based on that energy of love. The word love is actually the connection to source. You have chosen a wonderful, wonderful word to describe source. Source is love. Everything you experience comes from source. Every being has experienced this in their incarnations. Whether painful, jubilant, happy, calm, tranquil, serene, violent, abhorrent, all of those words that create that emotion within you, that behaviour within you, that thought process of when you hear those certain vocabulary words. They have the power to change everything within your emotional body. They have the power to change your physical body. It's the most extraordinary thing to look upon. How words and emotions can change your physical body. So please enlighten yourselves, I ask. In the list that we've provided through other portal mediums of these ascension symptoms, I still find it exceptionally difficult to use the word symptom. This is the beauty of your soul, thriving, growing, nurturing towards a higher vibration, enabling you to be even more connected to us the archangels, the angel realms, the, as you called it, Crystal Palace, the heavens, the galactic spread of acknowledgement. If you are experiencing any of these ascension symptoms, embrace them, for they are just bringing you closer to the divine. We are bringing you closer to the light. The more that become aware of this beautiful light, the more balance will be recovered on your planet. I am responsible for bringing you back to the divine. I am responsible for helping you to open your mind to your God, your frequency, your origin. I am here to awaken the fire within you, a fire that we wish to light the whole universe with. Many, many planets and systems have already attuned to this beautiful divine source. As I say, Earth is one of the earliest and most crudest of planets. You still have so much to learn. There is still so much to be brought to this place. However, most divine beings crave the harshness of what it is to be a human for a very short amount of time. I do not wish to take away the love that you have for your fellow beings, your fellow animals, your fellow loves. But when you all reconnect in the light after this incarnation, there is no comparison to the love connection you have with all of your other beings, your animals, your intelligences, the sentient beings of this space. You will realize that there is the most euphoric, most incredible connection to all of your soul cluster when you get home, as you so call it. It's very hard to compartmentalize everything I wish to impart with you on this day. I seem to be jumping from one subject to another, and I do hope that I have not brought confusion. There is no form of planning sentences, paragraphs, or particular subjects with Nicola. I am merely telling her to respond to what I am showing her in her third eye. I, of course, as you would know, would have preferred to have had more frequency implicated through Metatron, for there seems to be an element of scribing that would be more conducive to this connection. However, it is left for me to bring the information to the vessel to impart to the masses. I hope you can understand everything that I'm trying to bring to you on this day. There are peaks and troughs in the next 2 years where the dark energies, the dark army that I feel Nicola has referred this to, ringing in my ears, please. Oh, freezing, please. Could I just... I don't think you understand. My physical body is... I beg your pardon. I'm interrupting this. I'm really sorry. It's freezing and my ear is getting uncomfortable now. Please, could you just realign your energy, please? Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Sorry, I'm ready. The dense energy shall create fluctuations in the next 2 human years. They will push back against the light as anything would. Any being from any multidimensional parallel universe would react the same. Once a dense energy that chooses to bring no light or encouragement to nurturing the force that is within them or around them, when are captured, will fight back. So there will be a lot of untoward actions with humans because of this phenomena that will be taking place. You have no idea how many thousands, millions of you are slowly waking up at the moment. I again struggle with this term, waking up. You are all light, sound, colour, sentience, intelligence, knowledge. I find it very difficult to talk to one vessel that holds a human form around it when I can see the magnificence of your energy that can span dimensions. It's one of the things that I as again a multi-dimensional frequency find hard, that I have to address one vessel, appertaining to be one vessel myself, when I'm not. I am the crackle in the flame. I am the whisper in the wind. I am the roaring in the ocean. I am one of those grains of sand speckle through your feet as you take that walk. I am part of every being, molecule, universal sentience that holds itself on this planet and others. We are with you, around you, within you. As soon as your ascension rises, you become more aware of this. Raise your energy. It could be done in the most smallest of ways. Reconnecting through meditation. Every single thing that has been advised from people like Nicola should be adhered to. For you will then start to see the light. You will start to see the reason for being. You will start to see the immortality of your soul that's held here now. You will start to be able to connect with your loved ones in the spirit world who you wish to be with. And again, another frustrating part of being a frequency of an archangel is knowing that your loved ones are merely right next to you, within you, around you, the same as I. I try so hard to educate you on this matter. I try so hard to let you know that all of the people, the animals, the connections, the relationships that you've had are within you, around you. And because they've now lost that human or material form, their light just shines within you, loving you, nurturing you, holding you, stroking you, comforting you, encouraging you, berating you, cautioning you, warning you. I can see it so obviously, and sometimes I wish you could. It just takes you surrendering, opening, and connecting. It's that simple. So as I go back to the dense energies kicking back against the light, this will result in what you know as wars. This will result in various leaders being removed from where they are. Potentially, we could be seeing a shift in the next 2 years of your royalty in your home of the UK. This does not mean that some leaders that will be removed from their positions, perhaps to go back to the source, perhaps just to be eradicated from wherever they are. They're the ones I talk of war, of course. And others may just step back. This is not because they're evil, but you cannot understand, and I could not spend enough human time down here allowing you to understand the pure tapestry of how life, love, nurturing humankind, and working on frequency and dimensional love, I think you've got me lost. Sorry, I'm so sorry. God bless, sorry. Oh, God. Please, can you just take that back a bit? This is really quite hard sometimes, because the love is just so overwhelming, and I can't believe it's happening. It's trying to say that all of the tapestries, all of the stitches that they weave, they're all part of an intricate, bigger story. And it's all been stitched together, so certain changes are going to take place. Can I come down a bit off this energy, please? I'm really sorry. I'm finding it quite difficult. I think it's because my human body's still got a cold, Uriel, and I just need to come down a bit because I've got a really big energy. Can you please look at my divine chakra? It's really quite hard, and my energy to my left here. No, I'm so sorry. Oh God, I feel like I'm apologizing. He's apologizing and drawing back. Absolutely no reason, no, not even come into my head that this would happen. I was laying down to do my Atlantis meditation. This is just randomly. It's so unplanned. I don't even know how it's coming out. I just had to press stop on the music and press record. I'm just like that, we can bring calm, serenity, tranquility to a soul. And this is again about communication. Sometimes we push our frequency too far in the human body, not aware of it. Communicate with us, tell us, and we will draw back. I will most probably say this once, 1,000 million, your numbers in this language. The many times that I will say we are all as one. There is light, there is dark. The dark is the oil, the light is the water. They are clashing against each other. Some are trying to mix, but some will not allow any connection whatsoever. The only thing that will change this for the better will be for you to exercise those divine energies we are inputting into your systems now. We never planned to do this, and the word will be a grave apology to those that feel they're suffering through this ascension time. We never thought that this would have to be implemented. However, we've had to do this. Ordinarily, you would receive dimensional input, dimensional knowledge, expansion, whilst you did not have your ego structure and physical body. All of these upgrades, as you call them, would have been initiated on your return back to source, or perhaps even on your rebirth. So we apologise in advance for any human ailments you may receive emotionally, physically from these upgrades. But please believe me when I say these will bring you and the generations to come before you, after you, generations to come after you, generations to come after you. You are part of a peacemaking mission that will bring more intelligence and serenity, balance to this planet. There will always be a dense energy of darkness. This will never be eradicated. However, the balance will be restored. So we would say settle in while the change takes place. And unless you are of the dark, you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to worry about. Hold your loved ones close. Network yourselves to other light workers. Push past your ego and become a server of the light if you know it's within you and that you should be bringing service to others through your healing words, channeling, your messages from the divine, from the spirit world. You have a duty of light work if you are an ambassador such as Nicola. Do not allow your ego to hold you back. This is our time of light. I know one of my brothers has already put forth this feeling of what you would call disgust of how our ambassadors have been treated throughout the centuries. This is a time of change. This is a time that is now allowing more humans on their experience to be of the light more than anything that has ever happened in the past. Nothing has ever been implemented so much than as of the last 50 years of your human time. Very, very slowly we've been introducing this light. And for the first time, people will listen. People will start to regard the portal mediums, the enablers, the light workers, their space. They will give them reverence. They will listen to their words and act upon them. They will become servers of the light themselves, bringing love, humility, compassion in any way or layer, whether it be bringing food or drink to a starving or thirsty person, right through to channeling the love that is within us in the angel realms to those that need it. We have stood by and watched desecration of our light workers. We have stood and watched how they've been defiled, pushed into the shadows. And you know why? Who pushes the light into the shadows? The ones that are already within the shadows. Sound frequency, light frequency are the way forward. Crystal frequency will be coming into the big part of this picture, assisted by friends from other galactic layers. A lot of truths are going to come about in the next couple of years. Truths of ancient civilizations, truths of people that were in power being brought to their knees. Watch the changes and embrace them, for they are all one more step towards divine balance on your earth. And this will serve as the most beautiful place for your children to be born into. We will re-establish balance on this earth plane. We will establish a beautiful synergy between all of us. And we will never allow the denseness to create equilibrium as it has been in the last 50 to 100 years. We do not speak of some of the genocidal human ego structures that have been placed on this earth. They no longer allowed to connect in with source. The biggest, darkest one that you may know, who eradicated thousands of human beings, all in the name of race, all in the name of perfection and purity. His origins, and I shall not even enamour that soul that's now dissipated with his title down here. I'm sure you're gathering who this one man was. Again, we stood by. Free will. Sometimes we wish to pull back in the human consciousness, as he took many, many souls. This was one of the highest and hugest influx of seraphim on the earth plane at any given time, taking all of our beautiful children back to the light, eradicating them of their fears, the way they have been slain because of their religion. It was a very difficult time for all frequencies to watch what took place. And since that time, very slowly, whispers of light, whispers of advancement, whispers of nurturing you whilst you're down here have echoed through the corridors of beings. And it's only now in the culmination where potentially we could have similar leaders bringing about that amount of death, destruction, that we are now demanding that we will ascend you. We will bring this light. We will bring this planet up to a respectable level where community, where the spirit of love, connection, healing, mercy will be brought upon all of us once more. And any density, any one person who wishes to bring that black death to us once more will never succeed again. Be with us. Allow us into your hearts, your souls, your minds, and let this light become one as we all merge together to create the most magnificent greater good since the world experienced the love of our Jesus. The Christ consciousness is strong within you. This does not mean religion. This means the humility that was taught through those books, translated, the words, the behaviour, the hope that this one man gave to you is a frequency like an archangel. Jesus is now a frequency. The Christ is now a frequency that you are free to connect in, bathe in, soar in. Open your minds, use your divine chakra points, embrace your Kundalini structure, and join with us. And this is not a membership. This is not a, if you do not connect with us, you will not experience the light. This is calling all of the people already aware, already know there's something special within their souls. Open your energy, allow us in so that we can help you spread light, inspire you on what to do, whisper what would be nice for a certain community, bring you forward and give you courage to reach the masses. For we will now bring the audiences by their thousands to the portal mediums, the healers, the light workers. This is their time. This is the time of light. Oh my God. Wow. So I've never really oh my God, the door's open. Sorry if you heard a load of background, I didn't hear a thing. I've never really experienced Uriel's energy. It was like very strong, like I was talking to like He-Man. It was very strong, like I was talking to He-Man, right? That's really random because that door was shut. That's really freaking me out, right? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional. I really am. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's all these people with all of their, oh, I don't even know where the camera is. I'm so discombobulated. There's all these people that have got all their posh desks and flash photography, and I'm just laying here, and I just, oh my God. I was going to go and do the Atlantis meditation, and then suddenly this big bloody fiery red weird energy started coming. I'm like, what the hell? I did panic a bit, I'm not going to lie. And I shut the door to have the meditation, and the door's wide open. It's a bit random. So sorry if someone came in. I don't really know what happened. I was just sitting there following every word. I hope it came out okay. Following every word that he said. I need to make this clear, right? This isn't me going into trance going, oh God, oh yeah. It's not that. It's just like, hello. I'm just doing a video. It's just random what's just happened. You just won't even believe it, so I'm not even going to tell you, right? But it's it literally is just like if I work as a medium, right, and I'm bringing through your loved one, and I just I basically relay what I'm seeing, feeling, being told stay there a minute because we need to change to bed. Right, I just relay, and that's what happened with a bit more oomph, I think. I cannot wait to listen back to this. I hope it makes sense. I was aware at some point that he kept saying, I'm really, like, not saying, but I felt this energy of, is this coming across right? Is it coming across right? Am I, like, perceiving it right? So, yeah, anyway, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to edit any of it. It's meant to be as it was. Okay, I just really hope you gain from it. It's bloody emotional, I'm not going to lie. I'm now going to do a really crappy thing now, change bedclothes. Incredible. Okay. I'll speak to you later. I don't know what else to say. I'm a bit speechless, to be fair. I really want to go to Atlantis. Hey ho. I'll speak to you later.